Record beta.
Yes.
Okay, so this is November 22. We'll do the second task. I did share the solution of the first task. You can ask me afterwards if you have a problem. Okay, let's do it. A computer game is being developed. The game has 10 different characters that are all active in the game. Part of the game is being written using object-oriented programming. Actually, what I should have done was I should have given you the question paper to read first, because obviously you need to understand it. If you have a full understanding of the question, it's a lot more easier for you to attempt. But anyway, let me solve it. But probably you can do it afterwards. You will be in a better position to understand when you read it yourself. Okay. The class character stores data about characters. Each character has. You can see my screen better.
Yes.
Each character has a different name and the x coordinate and y coordinate of the current position. So they've explained all this. So these are the characters we have. We have the name, x coordinate, y coordinate, integers, stores at the x coordinate, stores the y coordinate, fine. Okay. Constructor initializes name, x coordinate, and y coordinate from the values passed as parameters, returns the name of the character. Okay, get name. So these basically are your constructors. Get x gets the y coordinate of character, get y gets the y coordinate, fine. Get position takes x change as an integer parameter and adds it to the x coordinate, and then you have takes y change as an integer parameter and adds it to the y coordinate. Okay, right. So write a program code to declare the class character and its constructor. Okay, so we have a class question here. Okay, right. Do not write program code for other methods. Okay, we just have to write for the class. This use your programming language for constructor. All attributes must be private. If in Python, when using commenters. Okay. So what we have to do is, okay, if you're using Python, include attribute declaration using comments. I'll just explain. Okay. So I'll just do it and I'll explain you as well. So what we have to do over here is we will basically make is a class character, right? And we have to do what? Let me just read it again. Name, x coordinate, and y coordinate. Okay, so we will define the following. We will define privately. Okay. Name string, your private, our x coordinate will be as integer, and you will have private y net as again integer. Make sure you get everything. If you don't get anything, मुझे बता देना. So basically, obviously we'll use the we have to initialize diff init function. If you have a problem or you've forgotten the init, I will share a video with you explaining why init function is used. हमने discuss किया था maybe. So we have to use is the name. We have to use the x coordinate. Okay, and then we have to use is the y coordinate, right? और बस इसको हम declare करना है हमने बस. That's it. We have to just say self. That's why I share the lectures of these. मैंने पहले share किए थे आपके साथ. Okay, self. spelling has to be the same. Because if it's not the same, then obviously it will give us the error. वो पता चल जाएगा बाद में, there is an error. Then we have is the y. Right. So this is the way that the first part will be done. Right. So that's how we define. We initialize the class constructor, which means the class constructor has the following parameters. Okay. The name, the x coordinate, the y coordinate, and if you remember, we talked about different examples. That's how we define it. Okay. So name x or इनको हमने define कर दिया. That's the very first part. Okay. This one. B, write a program code for. So what I'll do is I can paste them somewhere as well. और वैसे तो मैं separate भी लिख सकता हूँ, ठीक है? So this is the first part. You can copy and paste in the evidence document. Is it fine? मैं सारे यहीं कर देता हूँ. आपने इनको separately evidence में paste करना होता है. So I hope you know that. Write the program code for the 3 get methods for the class character. Write the program code for the 3 get methods for the class character. Okay, right. So इसमें basically what we have to do is, so we have to actually make is three def methods होंगे, तीनों def के हम बनाने पड़ेंगे. So def get name. Okay, obviously it has to have and return. I was definitely advise you to revise the classes lecture if you have if you've forgotten how to declare classes, क्योंकि वरना फिर आपको difficulty होगी. So name define कर दिया है, फिर हमने define get name में we'll define one second. इसमें basically name है, ठीक है. Then we have is get x, get y. Okay, y coordinate and x coordinate. ठीक है. So we'll have over here is def get x let me save time. Let me just copy this. Okay, यही इधर paste होगा. The only difference will be this will be get y and y. Right? So this is what we have over here. मैं वो check कर लूँ. Return. Sorry. This is not. Why is it giving me return get x लिखा? Right, return self x coordinate. Anyway, because obviously we haven't fully defined it, so obviously there will be some errors coming in. We'll look it afterwards. Is the second part done? Okay, right. Write a program code for the method change position. Okay, so change position basically जो आपका था C part. You can read over here is this is a change position. So change position basically क्या हो रहा है? Takes x change as an integer parameter and adds it to the x coordinate. Takes y change as integer parameter, adds it to the y coordinate. अच्छा ठीक हो गया. So obviously what we'll do over here is we can use we'll have to construct is another one. So let me just take it down a bit. Oh. Change position. x change and y change, right? So change and y change, right? So self x, ये सारा उन्होंने बताया हुआ है x कोऑर्डिनेट, अगर आप क्वेश्चन पढ़ लोगे आपको आइडिया हो जाएगा. Will be is equals to self and change. और इसी तरह let me just save time. Same way we have to do is self dot y coordinate and y coordinate भी हम use करेंगे plus y change. Well, again, if you read the question, they have told us takes y change as integer value and adds it to the y coordinate, right? So we are adding it to no, y should be capital. ठीक हो गया? Right. So this is to do the third part. Are you with me, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. ठीक है, इसमें क्लासेस वाला बहुत क्वेश्चन था, ये बहुत डिफरेंट था. दिस वन सॉल्विंग दिस विद यू रिलेटिवली बाकियों से बहुत डिफरेंट था. ओके, थोड़ा थोड़ा सा टीडियस है मगर इट्स फाइन. ओके, ऐसे से करते हैं, आपने क्वेश्चन खुद पढ़ना है और खुद आपको समझ आ जाएगी हाउ टू डू इट. सो ये राइट, oh, 7 marks. Let's see. The main program has an 1D array of characters. Each character is stored as an object of the type character. The game has a maximum of 10 characters. The character names x coordinate and y coordinate are stored in the file characters.txt in the order. Okay, ये फाइल हमें दी होती है, वही जो क्वेश्चन था जिसमें we had to basically, ये देखो, I'll just show you. So handling files का मैंने लेक्चर प्रीवियस टाइम आप लोगों से शेयर भी किया था. So this is the character file that they have given us. So इसमें ये देखो, we have a character, ये उसकी x position है, y position, character x position y position, character x position y position. So there are 10 characters with their x position y position. They have given this to us. ठीक है, ये फाइल हमने अपने पाइथन के प्रोग्राम की में पेस्ट करनी पड़ेगी. ठीक है, so I'll just we'll copy it and we have to paste it Python के उधर. वो खैर मैं बाद तक दिखा दूंगा आपको. Okay, way to do it खैर मैं अभी बता दूंगा आपको. You simply come into your C drive, users, Dell, PyCharm project, और इधर आके you will just control V करता हूँ, paste it. ठीक है, इधर कहीं आ गई होगी. You see characters की file इधर आ गई है. So you have to paste it over here. You get this part because obviously where your source code is, the txt file has to be in the same place. It can't be in different place. So when you have to read the file, when you have to append the file, when you have to delete the file, it has to be in the same location, obviously. So वो हमने वहाँ place कर दी है. ठीक है, now we can continue. Again, read the question. So वो कह रहे हैं the game has maximum 10 characters. The characters names x coordinate and y coordinate are stored in the file this name x coordinate y coordinate. For example, the first character in the file name is Amal with x coordinate 0 and y coordinates 2. ठीक है, मैंने दिखा दिया आपको. Amend the main program by writing program code. Clear the array. ठीक है, read in all 10 characters from characters.txt. Store each character as an object in the array. ओके, इसको स्लोली करना पड़ेगा. 7 मार्क्स काफी ज्यादा है, बट डिक्लेयर करना है, रीड करना है, स्टोर करना है. अच्छा, ये मैं जाके लिख लूं. डिक्लेयर रीड 10 कैरेक्टर्स, स्टोर ईच कैरेक्टर एज एन ऑब्जेक्ट. ठीक है, अब हम इसको करते हैं. सो हाउ डू वी डू दैट? सो सिंपली इसके लिए व्हाट वी डू इज, लेट मी फर्स्ट टाइप इट. मैं फिर आपको एक्सप्लेन करता हूं. मुझे जब 5 मिनट्स दे दो, मैं टाइप कर लूं एंड आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू. So what can do is characters एरर हैंडलिंग के लिए ट्राई हम क्या चूज कर सकते हैं, जरूरी नहीं है. फाइल इज इक्वल्स टू ओपन एंड Was it correct? What was it? Characters dot txt. This is the file that we have. I have to put this in. और इसको हमने करना है read mode पे, right? And now we have to, obviously we have to go through the entire file, so we have to use for loop. Since उसके through loop करना है, so we can say is for x in range 0 to 10, because they are 10. Okay, we have actually 10 data values over there, records में. So file dot read line. Okay, we're going to read the line. Okay, and then we are going to say is x Okay. Now, basically, if I read the question once more, the question basically है कि the main program has 1D. The main program has 1D array of characters. Each character is stored. The game has maximum characters. The characters' names, x and y coordinates are stored in the file this order. For example, the first character is this with y. Amend the main program by writing the code to declare an array, read all, store each array as an object in the array. ठीक है, हम इसको array में store करना है. So we can use over here is stamp, okay, which could be character की जो हमने file we made the class, उसको मैं use कर रहा हूँ. और साथ ही y. Characters dot, because append हम उसमें we are going to append it, make changes to it. और रूल भी ये था, आपको याद होगा कि फाइल हैज टू बी क्लोज्ड once you're done with it. अपने फाइल को क्लोज करना है. ठीक हो गया. And then we can simply print file not found. ठीक है, अगर ना हो तो बता दे file not found if the file is not there in case. अच्छा, ये हो गया. तो basically what we're doing is मैंने character की array declared an array for the character. Okay, so file को we open it in the read mode. I've used this loop because I want to read the name, the x coordinate, and the y coordinate. So file.readLine will make you to read the following lines. Since we have to basically store each character as an object in the array, so we use temp. और मैंने character की जगह, initially we made a class, okay, name, x1, y coordinate. So remember when we have to call the classes, I give you the example of vehicles. I mean, we have a vehicle, but we can define different colors of the vehicles. वो आपको याद होगा lecture उसमें. So character, name, x coordinate, y coordinate, और उसको बस integer में डाल दिए. So characters dot append. Okay, that's how we can append these values into this. इसके हम और प्रैक्टिस कर लेंगे इस पोर्शन की. ओके, बिकॉज थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट तो नहीं है, इट्स सेम थिंग, बट ओके. और फिर फाइल क्लोज की और प्रिंट कर लिया हमने इसको. ठीक है. ओके, फाइल हैंडलिंग का ये था. ओके, व्हाट एल्स. वैल्यूज रीड कर लिया, स्टोर कर लिया. यस, ठीक है, राइट. उसके बाद अब मैं दीज आर ऑल सेपरेट, ये ज़हन में रखना, दे आर ऑल सेपरेट. अब इसको एंड पे आई विल बेसिकली कंपाइल इट इनटू वन. ओके, वी लुक एट दिस एरर्स बाद में एंड पे क्यों आ रहे हैं. Okay, the main program needs to read character's name from the user, search for the character in the array, and store the index of its position. It repeats until the user enters the name that exists in the array. Amend the main program by writing the code. Okay, just give me a second. My note down card is main program reads. अच्छा, search for the user for the array and store the index of the position. ठीक है, मतलब उसने इंडेक्स चेक करनी है और उसने सारों को करना है. इसके लिए एक बात ध्यान में रखना कि whenever we have is an array. Okay, so if I want to start from the beginning and go till the end, जो लास्ट वाली वैल्यू होती है ना, उसको हम कहते हैं -1. And we can obviously use over here is dot strip का मेथड. डॉट स्ट्रिप से ही होगा. If I say, remember आपको पहले लेक्चर में स्ट्रिप के मैं करता हूँ -1 to gets me the last character of it. If I did -2 get me the last and the second. If I did -3 get me the last 3. आपको याद होगा very initial lecture. So strip -1 का मतलब है I'm pointing to the last one. Okay. अच्छा, तो हम ये -1 strip का यूज करते हैं. So position, right, we have talked about the position. Okay. Right. So here we go. पोजीशन नोट करनी है. अच्छा बेटा, मैं सिर्फ यहाँ तक पॉइंट सॉल्व करता हूँ इसके क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएगा. इसके बाद अगला मैं आपके साथ कल की क्लास में सॉल्व करके ना ये ओके, फिर मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन भी कर दूंगा. यहाँ तक कर लेते हैं. आई शेयर द कोड विद यू, बल्कि पूरा कंप्लीट करके आपसे कोड शेयर भी कर दूंगा. टुमारो आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू हाउ डज इट वर्क. ओके, आपने ये करना है कि रीड द क्वेश्चन, मेरा सोल्यूशन देखना. मैं आई विल आल्सो शेयर द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द एंटायर क्वेश्चन. मैं पूरा लिख देता हूँ कि व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन अबाउट, व्हाट इज द सोल्यूशन ऑल अबाउट. तो आपको काफी अच्छा आइडिया हो जाएगा मैंने किया क्या. सो लेट मी राइट इट डाउन. नहीं समझ आएगा तो आप मुझसे कल क्वेश्चन पढ़ के दोबारा ही पूछ सकते हो. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू ओवर हियर इज बड़ा डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन है इन अ वे जो व्हाट वी हैव अटेम्प्टेड टिल नाउ, मगर फाइन, दिस इज व्हाई आई वांटेड टू सॉल्व इट. सो वी कैन हैव इज character name is equals to while position. -1 मैंने आपको भी एक्सप्लेन किया कि while जब तक मैं एंड तक ना पहुंचू तो ठीक है. यूज करना पड़ेगा हमें। और बस फिर फाइन। सो दिस इज द वे दिस इज सपोज्ड टू बी डन। उसके सारे की आपको आप यू गो थ्रू इट, मैं एक्सप्लेनेशन देता हूँ, आपको समझ आ जाएगी। थॉरली इसको स्टडी करो, इस सोल्यूशन को, रीड द क्वेश्चन, स्पेंड सम टाइम ऑन इट टुडे। आपको भी ये समझ आ जाएगा क्वेश्चन ना। मैं इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप कर दूँ। ओके, लेट मी सो
Okay, sir.
okay, yeah. If the user will enter, this is why I asked you should read the question paper first. फिर आपको समझ आ जाएगी. So this is what the question was. I mean, the user will enter a letter, or if you enter the following letters, the character moves in different location, and the XY coordinates are either -1 or +1. We have to write the program for this. Okay. So for this, what we have done over here is, let me explain again. We made a character class. We defined the init method in which we declared the name, the x coordinate, and the y coordinate. We defined the get name. We defined the get x, and we defined the get y. Okay. And then we defined the change position. These were separate parts of the first three questions that we did yesterday. Then we defined was over here was characters array. And the question was that we were supposed to read. So we started from 0 to 10. We opened the file characters.txt in a read mode. And we are reading the name, the x coordinate, the y coordinate, and we store that in temp C. Okay. And then we append the temp C into the characters file and we close that. Over here, this is where this question comes in, where they're saying is that when a change to a character position has been made, the program needs to output the character's name and new XY coordinates of the character in the format this, okay, amend the program, and then we simply have to test it. So halfway se zyada we did yesterday. This was the last part. So position -1 character name this, while position is -1. Okay, -1 मैंने कल बेटा explain किया था, I think so you got it. -1 means at till the end. Okay, Kirat, yes beta, you got this right.
Yes, sir.
Character input, enter the character to move, and you move till the length of the characters, and character count dot get name. Okay, strip का इसलिए हम use कर रहे हैं because obviously we want to go to the every next one. Okay, if temp is equal to character input, okay, position count. तो हम वहाँ जाके compare करेंगे, then we stop. And okay, ये वो वाला part है जो मैंने अभी किया था कि if it's invalid, okay, until it's invalid is true, input this. If move dot upper is a, character position dot change position to this. If you read the question, you'll get it. They have told us this. Is invalid true? Okay, it will check again. Else if it's W, then it should be this. Else if it's S, then do this. Else if move, then you do this. And then we simply print it out. If I run this code, this is what we have. Oh, I can't shift it here. Let me shift somewhere else. Okay, anyway, I can just increase the size of this. So if we run this, it asks us to enter, for example, if I enter over here is Q, and I can write over here is, they said enter X in the question paper and A. It says has changed the coordinate X to this and Y to this. Okay. So this is how the second part of this was supposed to be done. We've done this as well. Okay. So two parts we've done today. Solutions. Let me just stop the recording.